Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, watch him practice and see him throw the football, but he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and here's what it looked like.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a
registration.
Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Let's go! 3-19! Here's Savage now on second. Over the middle, it's caught by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired.
Nothing at all. Just got off work.
If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new touchdown.
Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They come out here in the eye. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, Hyde. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball was not free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like ace in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. And pops free. The collision there joined the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have or a pass he should have caught.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
He finds Cook. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. So the offense has it first and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Savage. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Savage. This will be caught at about the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really do.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, This will be the 9th play on this drive.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of first touchdown.
Sandwich and a $5 fill-up here in America, but to take it to space. Will it be easy? No. Will it be hard?
Here's a script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Well done. Well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
For the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now for the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Howard as they begin on the ground. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to walk one deep down there. That's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, doing practice sessions, I hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw on 2nd down is Sanders. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Takes his excellent football inside the 15-yard line. And it is very cold night air. How much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's
and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. And That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On first down, it's Savage. They got to him again. Navarro Bowman in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half, 2001.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
He wants a sack. He got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bears take over. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You give up a touchdown. You can't then fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often move guys in one-on-one situations. And that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Here's High. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's interception. That's the corner. Joe Campbell with it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing offense. Several keeping their team toes are going to be harder for the Packers. Their lines are getting picked off.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
We got a plan for them.
Talk to an agent or help providing
They're going to lose the field position battles in the same rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball just a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs trailing.
A good rumble on first down, and they'll move him within 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But just start off to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't take his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Well, it wound up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And here come the offense as they take over. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is, how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
They're not really a leader.
not at all. You just have a guy playing the position. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And look what we just see there. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
And then he taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
How they call those gravy plays, right? If you're the offensive coordinator,
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. When you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll buy some time right. And they hit Jordan loose. It's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. It's 3rd down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
They want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They're moving the pressure away. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down. Reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference. So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now Rodgers steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That's thrown it short. Well, just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
Things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The first down throw coming. The Bears get there for the sack. Navarro Bowman bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust?
You see him get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Packers taking control early in the first. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and a quick 2-minute drive leads to a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Packers lined up at the 10. Here he'll look into the end zone, and a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. The Packers up by 2 touchdowns. Midway through the first quarter, under pressure here, the ball is picked off. Martinez is happy to come away with the pick, ending the draw. Following the pick, quick pass is complete, and this play will go for 6, which takes the lead to 21. Bears have it early in the second. Jones is by himself here, and he's going to go 43 yards for the score. This cuts the deficit to 15. Now after the fumble, Rodgers got the completion here, and 14 yards later, he's going in for the score. Closing that gap to 8. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We're back out to Green Bay for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I'm positive. It's the t-shirt. See that how it look old? That's the old F. Stop tripping. Ah, 20 points. Oh, shit.
But not where we do it. Come and see our remodeled stores when you carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day.
PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as it gets discussed this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the mentality of the coaches when a game is within striking distance like this of any nation?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we got the football. So let's punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. shotgun now for Rodgers. And King hung on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slam, I can hear my own coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those wrap yards before he secures it.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan. Thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Savage on third and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, the sense just wasn't there.
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And
and now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. While no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now Chicago are getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
I thought you going back to work.
Well, they go to play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
When no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
So what?
Ready forward here for a good little game. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Say what, Mitchell?
Are you playing the game?
Say what?
I thought you were. I said I just had to go sign a paper.
Oh.
You're not gonna watch the game?
He's a guy that has some hype to him.
I'm just gonna stick to my stuff.
Get through contact or trash. Makes it a lot easier to stay up here and make the runs we just
I'm gonna watch it eventually. But every time I turn the game on, Golden State start coming back. But when I look at the score online, Cleveland do good. So when I watch it, Golden State start coming back. So I'm just telling you what happens.
Coincidence.
So I'm gonna keep the coincidence rolling.
Good night.
You going to bed?
The way I just feel like I was gonna fall asleep around here. My goal is to watch the game, but I got a feeling I ain't gonna watch the game too much. I'm probably just gonna go to sleep.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
all defenders get
You know what I
tired
mean?
about their
Yeah.
hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that
They was up by 20.
batting the ball away.
Cleveland. But when I started watching it, the lead went back down to 12. So I turned it back up. And it went to 16. So I started watching it back on TV. It went to 10. And the last time I looked, it was back at 20. So Taste it. Raspberry cheesecake.
You know what? I love the macadamia nut good thing. Oh, dude. It's probably the best macadamia nut cookies that I like. If I buy some, the best one I can find to buy is Subway.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Commercial.
They be warm.
I got I like the chocolate chip cookies, but they didn't have any. So I got those. Taste it. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. Cheesecake. Taste it. Taste it. You always tell me
A blackberry, a strawberry, or cranberry, or raspberry, and a cookie.
that one is, but taste the raspberry. Yeah. You like it though? Alright. You weren't gonna like it before you taste it. Acting like flea.
The raspberry, I've tasted raspberry.
But you ain't tasted it in no cooking. You ain't tasted it in no cooking.
I don't like raspberry. So raspberry.
All right.
Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. That play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done. Smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know.
No gain on the play that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. They run with Hyde. He's been a ball count tonight. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And Cameron has it over the middle. Charles, I know it's hard when line bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower involved in the face mask.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
There's probably fans of the Warriors thinking we're not fans of them. We are here to tell the story. Can I get an amen? Amen. I want to know who takes one. Ta-da. And it is wonderful to have very own Shaquille O'Neal, Hall of Fame, all-time.
To bring you the fourth quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defensive line. We'll get back down into the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. And this one will wind up with losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Over the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Savage from his goal line here. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back on the field for 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to pick up behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got you out of position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worried about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. Let's see what they do. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pick right there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got it down, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going to his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed in the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved to
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's the global corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And it'll take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice gain of 21 yards.
Plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. Broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender is bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let a snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
In this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. It gets out of the middle of the pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's got his time, it's caught. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
They always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they run out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Savage on first. He can't bring him down. The weight room. He can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down. Now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Savage. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
And him, my old college coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Partner, we saw him struggle last week. We're seeing him struggle again this week. We talked about it after last week's game, the type of coverage he was seeing. I think I'm seeing a very similar blueprint.
That's what I was going to ask you. How often, when you see this back-to-back weeks, is it a defensive coordinator saying, hey, I'm just going to steal with that guy? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The great lead is picked up. And the return here is stopped.
defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. And the Bears in the nickel. They're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
To play exotic coverage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.